You believe your reactions are your own. You think your anger is a right response to wrong. You think your stress is a normal reply to a busy world. That is the lie that keeps you a puppet on strings. Today, I will show you how to cut your strings. In this briefing, you will learn the 3 Stoic pillars of emotional freedom. It is a system to reclaim your power, a system to choose, with total freedom, what gets to affect your soul. You live on a battlefield of small triggers. A rude comment can ruin your entire day. A small, unexpected problem can turn your mood sour. A headline on the news can make your blood boil. You are like a small boat without a rudder in a great storm. You are tossed around by the waves of other people's actions and words. You have been trained to think that reacting strongly is a sign that you care. You believe that to be silent when provoked is a sign of weakness. You think it means you are giving up. This is a deep and profound misunderstanding of real power. The ancient Stoics were masters of the inner world. They knew a secret we have forgotten. Your reaction is like a currency. It is your most valuable and limited resource. And you are spending it on every beggar and every thief who asks for it. You are spending it on every piece of meaningless noise. You are making yourself spiritually poor. True power is not found in how strongly you react. It is found in how calmly you choose not to. It is the quiet, strong power of a king who decides which battles are worth his time, and which are just the noise of a distant crowd. Today, you will stop being a soldier in every small fight. You will become the king of your own mind. Not everything deserves a reaction. This habit of reacting to everything is a deep, primal program. It is rooted in our old survival instincts. But we do not live in a world of tigers in the grass. Our modern dangers are emails, opinions, and traffic. To use our ancient, reactive brain on these modern, small problems is a mistake. It is like using a sledgehammer to fix a watch. To break this bad habit, we must see its flawed code. It stands on 3 great crumbling pillars. These are the lies that keep you a slave to your own triggers. We will now demolish them, one by one, and we will build something new, something strong in their place. Pillar 1. Your anger is a story. A first pillar is the great lie that your feelings are a direct result of outside events. You believe a person's rude comment made you angry. You believe the traffic jam made you frustrated. You see a straight, unbreakable line between the thing that happened and the feeling in your chest. This is the logic of a child. A child cries because a toy is taken away. The Stoics knew that an adult mind can work differently. They knew there is a secret, powerful space. A space between the event and your feeling. In that small, quiet space, a story is told. It is a story that you, and you alone, are the author of. The event itself is just the raw data. It is neutral. The story is the meaning you choose to give it. And it is the story you tell yourself, not the event, that causes all your suffering. Let's make this simple and real. Imagine your friend cancels your plans at the last minute. This is the event. It is just a piece of information. But in that split second between reading the text and feeling the anger, your mind creates a story. The story might be, "They do not respect my time," or the story might be, "I am not important to them." Or maybe the story is, "People always let me down." And it is that story, that private mental movie, that makes you angry, not the canceled plan. You are never reacting to what happened. You are always reacting to your own interpretation of what happened. You are reacting to a story you wrote yourself. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. Epictetus. Understanding this is like a prisoner discovering the key to his own cell is in his pocket. You have been the director of your own scary movies without even knowing it. You have been letting a panicked, amateur part of your mind create dramas out of neutral scenes. The Stoic path is to fire that director. It is to step into the role of the calm, wise master director of your own mind. It is to learn to pause in that critical space, that moment between the event and the reaction. You must learn to look at the story you are about to tell yourself, and you must ask a simple, powerful question. Is this story true? Or is it just a familiar old story I have told myself before? Is this story helping me? Or is it hurting me? This is not easy. It takes practice. The old stories are strong habits. Let's say you send a work email and you get no reply. The old familiar story might be, "They are ignoring me. They think my work is not important." This story leads to feelings of anxiety and anger. But what are other possible stories? The new wise director might say, "Here are other possibilities. Story A, the person is busy. Story B, the email got lost. Story C, they are thinking about a good reply." None of these new stories are about you. They are about the other person's world. By choosing a more neutral story, you are choosing a more peaceful mind. You are taking back control. This is your first mission. It is a simple act of awareness. The next time you feel a strong negative flash of anger or frustration, stop. Do not act. Just for 1 second. Ask yourself this one question. What is the story I'm telling myself right now? You do not have to change the story yet. You just have to see it. Just noticing the story, just seeing it as a choice you are making, is the first great step to reclaiming your power. Pillar 2. Your attention is a currency. The second pillar of this prison is the lie that every event deserves your attention. You believe that you have a duty to care about everything. You feel you must have an opinion on the news. You must engage in the office gossip. You must react to the drama of a stranger you see online. This is a fatal mistake in a world of infinite distraction. Your attention is not an endless ocean. It is a small, finite, and very precious resource. It is like a bag of gold coins you are given each morning. It is the most valuable thing you own. Every second you spend giving your attention to something that does not truly matter is a gold coin you have thrown into the mud. You can never get it back. And our modern world is like a giant, noisy casino. There are a million flashing lights and loud sounds. All of them are designed to trick you into spending all your gold on worthless, empty games. The Stoic is a ruthless investor of their attention. They understand a basic law. What you focus on grows. If you focus on the petty coworker who annoys you, the importance of that coworker in your mind grows. He becomes a giant. If you focus on the one negative comment on your post, the power of that one comment grows. It becomes a monster that haunts you. If you focus on the political outrage of the day, your own inner outrage grows. You are spending your days watering the weeds in your own garden. And then you wonder why you have no beautiful flowers. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. If your thoughts are always on petty fights and small dramas, your soul will become petty and small. To build a great soul, you must focus it on great things. To achieve emotional freedom, you must become a fierce guardian of your own attention. You must build a strong filter in your mind. Before you engage with anything, before you give it one of your precious gold coins, you must ask a simple, powerful question. Does this serve my purpose? Does this argument help me become a wiser person? Does this piece of news help me become a stronger person? Does this drama help me become a more virtuous person? Or is it just empty noise? Most of the time, the answer will be a clear and obvious no. And so, you must practice the art of the scroll by. You let the insult pass you by. You let the drama fade without your input. You do not engage. This is not ignorance. This is the highest form of discipline. It is the act of a king who refuses to be distracted from the important work of ruling his own kingdom. And that kingdom is your own mind. Do not let clowns and fools take up residence there. This is your second mission. It is an exercise in deliberate starvation. For the next 3 days, you will practice the art of the ignore. Choose one major source of noise in your life. It could be a specific news website. It could be a group chat that is always full of drama. It could be a person who only complains. For 3 days, you will completely ignore it. You will not check it. You will not engage with it. You will starve it of your attention. At first, you will feel the pull of habit, but then you will feel the quiet, powerful, and clean space that opens up in your mind when you stop feeding it junk food. Pillar 3. Your calm is a choice. The third and final pillar is the most subtle and the most important. It is the lie that calm is a feeling that happens to you. You believe that calm is the absence of problems. You think it is a state you will finally reach when all your work is done, when all your fights are over, when the world finally stops throwing problems at you. You are waiting for the storm to pass, so you can finally feel a moment of peace. The Stoics knew this was a childish fantasy. The storm never passes. Life is, and always will be, a series of challenges. There will always be interruptions. There will always be unexpected events. To make your inner peace depend on the absence of outer chaos is to guarantee you will never have peace. Calm is not a feeling. Calm is not a place you arrive at. Calm is a decision. It is a practice. It is a skill. It is a fortress you build inside yourself, brick by brick, one choice at a time, every single day. It is the deep, unshakable power that comes from the final realization. The realization that while you can never control the storm around you, you have absolute, total power over your response to it. This is the final and greatest truth of Stoicism. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. This is the ultimate shift in your identity. You are not a victim of the world. You are not a puppet of your own emotions. You are the sovereign ruler of your own inner kingdom. The events of the world are just messengers from a foreign land. They can bring you good news. They can bring you bad news. But they have no authority within the walls of your mind, unless you, the king, grant it to them. Your reaction is your royal decree. And you alone are the king. This is the moment of your coronation, the moment you stop being a servant to your own reactions and you become their master. This is the core of emotional freedom. If you are ready to claim your throne, then you must acknowledge it. Go to the comments and make the final, powerful declaration. Write, I am the sovereign. This is your commitment to rule your own mind. This is your first decree as the one true king. Now we move from the principle to the practice, from the diagnosis to the daily training. 3 simple, practical rituals to forge this sovereign calm into your very bones. The first ritual, the Stoic game film. At the end of each day, you will review your performance. Not your performance for the world, but your performance for yourself. You will find one moment during the day where you lost your calm. A moment where you reacted with anger or stress or fear. You will not judge yourself. You are not a bad person. You are a player learning a new game. You will simply observe the moment like a coach reviewing a game film. What was the trigger? What was the story I told myself? What was my automatic, unthinking reaction? And then you will ask the most important question. What would the sovereign, calm version of me have done differently? This is not about feeling shame. It is about building a better strategy for tomorrow's game. The second ritual, the breath as a pause button. Your breath is a physical remote control for your mind. It is a powerful tool you have ignored. The next time you feel the heat of a reaction rising in your chest, before you speak, before you act, you will perform one simple action. You will take a single, slow, deep breath. In through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. Then, out through your mouth for a count of 6. This is not a magic trick. It is a biological one. It interrupts the fight or flight response in your brain. It stops the flood of stress chemicals. It gives your rational mind, your sovereign self, a precious moment to come back online. It gives you a space to choose your next move, instead of letting the animal part of your brain run the show. The third ritual, the daily affirmation of power. Each morning, before you look at your phone, before you let the noise of the world into your kingdom, you will perform a simple ceremony. You will stand before a mirror. You will look yourself in the eye, and you will say these words out loud. I do not control the events of the day. I control my response to the events of the day. This is not empty positive thinking. This is a strategic briefing with the commander of your own mind. You are reminding yourself of the one true source of your power. You are putting on your mental armor before you walk onto the day's battlefield. You are not the chaos around you. You are not the emotions that pass through you like weather. You are the quiet, unmoving center, the eye of the storm. You are the sovereign of the silent, unshakable kingdom within. The frantic need to react to every injustice, every small slight, every bit of noise was the cage. The quiet, disciplined, and powerful choice to observe, to choose, and to act from a place of deep calm is freedom. Let the world have its storms. Let the waves crash against your walls. They have no power here. Not anymore. The throne is empty. It is waiting for you. The question is, are you brave enough to claim it? If you are ready to continue this training, to master the art of emotional sovereignty, then subscribe to the Stoic Citadel. This is not a place for puppets. It is a training ground for kings and queens of the mind. Finally, one last time, go to the comments and seal your oath of sovereignty. Write, I am the sovereign. Your training continues. You have learned to be the calm in the storm. Now you must learn what is truly worth your energy and what is just noise. Your next briefing is on the screen now. Click it to learn how to choose your battles like a true sovereign.